Generic greetings and welcome to CrossOver Roll for Initiative. Today's beverage is a very hydrating, sparkling mineral water infused with cucumber, mint, and lime. A very refreshing beverage indeed. So welcome to CrossOver Roll for Initiative. This is a hybrid, is probably the best way to describe it. That in itself doesn't really mean anything. However, trying to explain the game is going into new levels of insanity. Essentially, it's got a match 3 element, but those elements are dice rather than different symbols. Those dice can then be used on an RPG character sheet with stats and abilities and spells and weapons, etc., which also then serves as a sort of pseudo tower defense. I'm just going to click new game and show you because it's just impossible to describe. So we've got a couple of settings at this stage. We've got the Adventures in Celador, I think it is, and it says a large fantasy world with varied regions for adventuring. Mythical creatures, undead priests, and scheming bandits roam the land. You've also got a sci-fi setting as well, but it's difficulty high, so we're not going to go with that one. Let's go to select game, and then we get to go for the campaign. So you can see there's quite a lot of game in the game. We're just going to stick with character level 1 here, and this is Rise the Alarum. It says veteran courier from the Celadorian High Council, used to venturing into dangerous lands. Basically, we're going to head off into quite an interesting area. Let's click play here. This is where we get our character sheet. So this is, as I said, where you've got the whole RPG element type thing. So you've got your sort of stats like charisma, intelligence, wisdom, constitution, strength, dex. You've got items like potions and spells. We're going to go with probably, I have completed it previously as human mage. I think we're going to go with probably a dwarf warrior, perhaps, and yeah, that should be fine. You've also got a couple of locked characters. As you play, you get points, and you can, go for basically different unlocks and such. And what stats have I actually been given? I've been given strength 14, and con. Oh, con is high, to be fair. Everything else is a bit sort of hit and miss. Strength +1, dex -2. That's your dwarf there. Weapon cooldown is -20, spell cooldown +20. Basically, all of the classes will do different things. So you can see we've got now different weapons. So you've got a baleful broadsword, we've got a short bow, and a lance, apparently, and they cast on different dice, which is where the whole matching thing comes in. Let's just go to, I think that's not terrible as stats go for this one. Let's just go for accept here. And we've got this map here. So, as you reach the High Council's chambers for an urgent task, you spot a trail of blood leading to the Council Guard's mutilated corpse, a fresh kill. Enemies are a Ghost Acolyte, which is ranged. We've got a Bloodhound Thrall. We've got a Deranged Imp and a Giant as well. Let's go. I've got loads of different stats and abilities. It's beyond the scope of a quick preview video to go through them all in much detail. But we're going to click fight, and then we get basically our match 3. So we can start matching here, and what we wanted to be doing is matching dice that we can use to basically attack with. So we've got some D10s, we've got some D4s there. It is going to recommend different things. At the moment, I'm just matching, and just seeing how we get on. At any point, you can pause the game. So if things are getting a bit out of hand, you can just pause that, and then you can look at the board on the right, see where you're going to match. So I'm seeing a match here, then we'll do that, and then basically you can pause it again and work through it. And I'll touch more on that later on in the video, because I think this is an interesting decision. Anyway, let's go with maybe a broadsword, and let's say cast it there, and we hit that guy, and it's got a bit of a cooldown, but we'll hit them again. Excellent. And there's also someone else coming in. I'm going to go with a short bow, which is ranged, and there we go. They've now taken that person out as well. I'm just going to press escape here. I'm just going to see what the short bow does. It says, imbued with the pressure of the sea. It's a shoreline short bow, and apparently it gives a status effect of weak. What does the status effect of weak actually mean? Is there a way to quickly open up glossary? There is a glossary here, and we've got weak. Half damage for a short period of time. So you do want to apply that to you do want to apply that to the enemies where possible. Let's see where the next match is going to be. We've got a D20 there. I'm going to just maybe cast over there. Oh, wow, that was a pretty good hit. Let's maybe get a match in here or two. And we've actually been given us an ability here because we had a good match. Maybe we can go for that one and that one. And that one, going to go with, what's this lance here? And, oh, okay, it hits like an absolute freight train. Was it? Damage is 1d10 plus 1. And there we go. So we got another wave coming in, and it means we've got basically a bit of a reprieve here where we can just keep matching. So I'm going to try and match whatever's best, really. I mean, at the moment, I'm just really sort of spamming it. It's very early on in the game, so, oh, there we go. There's a bit of healing, because we've got good matching. Oh, this is going to be a good match. There we go. Another one in here. And we're going to go with Lance, and that guy goes down. The Lance has a bit of a interesting cooldown. Let's go with the bow. Can I hit the bow? And you see what's happening is, well, I'll pause it here again. The enemy is coming from these portals, and they're actually physically attacking the character sheet. So they're attacking this particular case wisdom, but they can also attack anything you can mouse over, so your spells, any of the stats, the armor, obviously HP will go down, HP goes to 0. It is definitely game over. Let's go with a match in here, and then roll that one there. Gonna go with the broadsword. There's another one. Oh, there's a flyer up here, so we'll see if we can hit them with a bow. We can. This guy here as well. Another hit. Another one there. I'm just going to apply weak to these guys, although sometimes I'm getting a bit of a crit there, I think, so that's working out. We've got another guy at the top. We'll just hit them there, over to the broadsword, and do that. And I can also use basically some money that I've got. We've got how much? 244 generic units of currency, and I can basically bring in a marauder. So that's like an ally for us, and they're going to help us out in dealing with the opponents. Let's do some matching here, and not really too worried about, like I say, anything at this stage. Just going to get these matching here, and it'll be good if we can get a level 5 match there. If you're unsure on what to match, the game will give you a hint like it just did there, but as I said, not really too concerned at this stage about things. Actually, I'm going to pause it. Oh, there's a level 4 match, which is good, and that's also going to heal us up because it's a good match there. Let's go with maybe this, and this is going to get a... Oh, can we go for... Yes, we can. A big sort of... I don't know what they're called. Is that like a T match? It's strange because I actually really like, in general... well, I like tower defense, and I'm into RPGs, and I also do very much like... I do very much like match 3. I find it very relaxing, although they can get, I guess, a bit stressy at times. Let me go with the lance here, and we'll break those guys down. We'll go with another hit there. Let's go with a match 4 on this one. And even if I'm matching stuff that is necessarily at this particular time overly useful, it will still come in handy anyway, because you basically get bonuses like XP and such later on. So that's at the end of this one, and how we're doing final wave in 12 seconds, so let's just get a couple more matches in, and we're going to go for pretty much D8s is what I'm trying to match, which is the red dice here, and there's another D8 there. We're going to get some more D6, which do I actually use any D6? I don't. I use D8, D8 and D10, so I've been matching all these D20s and stuff, and there's a couple of D12s in here, and don't really need to do that one, but let's just go with a lance, and good hit there. This is, I believe, the giant that the game did threaten us with. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, it is a Bloodhound giant. Let's go with the broadsword, and then the lance. And I can pretty much just spam this if I really wanted to. Like I said, it's first level. I'm not going to be too worried about that. And there we go. So, we get some dice bonuses, so it is a total of 244 GP, so gold pieces, generic units of currency, and we get some like unlockables as well. So the High Council is safe for now. Those monsters struck through their own planar gate. The Council dispels the gate, and you send word to the far reaches of Celador that are pending invasion. Let's go to continue. So, excuse me. We have the stage reward. We can go for straight up money if we were so inclined. We've got a mercenary that we can get, which is a putrid mage. Mages often learn more doing dirty work. +1 range, effects vulnerable. We've got a spell which we can use, and Howling Wind. Spark spell for many magic users. Dice cost is 1d4, and we don't really have anything using 1d4. We've also got an Orc Longbow. I think I'm going to go with the spell, which is an interesting choice to make for for a warrior, but it's not too much of an issue because at least we get to use those dice. So first up is the sprawling city of Callenhold, master of Celador, capital of Celador. As you near the mayor's mansion, you hear something scrabbling nearby. So we got acid ticks, ghost acolytes again, some thralls, imps, and some scuttlers. Let's fight on this one and let the matching begin. So, like I said, we've got a bit of a grace period where we can go through. I'm just not seeing. I'm not seeing a match. Okay. I mean, there's probably a couple of obvious ones. Which, yeah, now that you start to get your eye in on this one. I'm matching D6, even though we don't really need them. There's a nice D10 match. There's a couple of extras there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in just the Marauder. And they're going to help us out just to take out the enemy at this stage. There's going to be another good match there and there. And I think we will go for a nice little sword hit and continue matching. I say I'm looking for basically... I'm looking for basically D8s, D10s, and D4s. They're actually coming to target my dex, which is interesting. That affects weapon cooldown, and the barbarian has disappeared. They only last a certain amount of time. I don't know if they can be damaged. I assume so, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's go with more matching, because that is basically what the game is about. Oh, hang on, wait. There's a really good match there, and that's going to give us some more experience. We're going to go for a D10 match there. We got a D4. I think we need, ideally, some more D8s. What we're on the moment, 14 dice, actually. So we're doing okay. There's a good match, another good match. Let's get another one in here. And I think I am going to have to go with maybe some ranged here. So, oh, they're actually targeting my gold. That's just not nice. Let me just deal with these ghosts here. We're going to go with the lance. I'll wait until the enemy's in, and then we'll do that one and that one. And we've got these scuttlers coming in. I assume, obviously they target the stats. I assume they're not going to target, like, your name. And if they target your name, you forget who you are. That would be an interesting ability, wouldn't it? Anyway, we got more of these scuttlers coming in. They're now dealt with. So let's finish off this a couple of matches here. We've got 6 seconds until the next wave. Got a D12 in there. We've got some D8s. We've got another nice match here and there and there. What I often miss, and it is a shame, but I often miss like the really good combos of like 4s and 5s, like the setups. I only really play sort of 1 or 2 matches ahead, especially for a game like this where it isn't turn-based, and that's I think a strange choice for a game like this. It just feels like this should be turn-based, as in you get a certain number of matches before the enemy wave, and then you go from there. And I'm going to have to basically call in Howling Wind and stop what I'm doing, because we have ran out pretty much of dice. I've got a D10, which I can use. I'll do that. I'll lose the lance over there. And can I deal with all of these? There we go. Right, so we definitely need some D8s on this one. So we're looking for red dice. So we'll match the red dice. And not seeing, oh, there's one in there. We've got another D8 there. We've got some... I'm going to call another Barbarian. I'm going to start using the Howling Wind, which you can see that causes loads of damage in a great area. But the problem is it's got a cooldown that's not ideal. Let's go Broadsword there. Another Broadsword. The Lance. Let's see if we can lance those. We'll do Howling Wind. My last game was actually a win with a mage, and yeah, I had some interesting spells on that one. I think I had one weapon, it was like a dagger or something, and then the rest of it was just spells. So we've gained some money and cracked on with that one. The mayor thanks you and feeds you well before you head to your next destination. So we'll continue on that one. We can go with straight gold. We can go with the Holy Fist of Arkash, which is a mercenary for hire. We've got a Fierce Blaze, which is a spell. Sadly, it is 1d10. We're not really... We've already got d10 weapons, so I don't really want that one. We've got a Fine Point Dagger, which is a d4, so we could go with that one. You know what? I'm just going to go straight with money, and we now need to increase stats. So Con will give us additional HP. If you're obviously familiar with RPG systems, you know pretty much what's going on here. It follows the standard... I don't know if it's like a licensed D20 system, but... It has your typical strength, dex, intelligence-y stat line type thing. Increasing strength, which will increase weapon damage. I'm going to go with that one. So we're heading inland here, and we've got an encounter. By the side of the path, you see a winged wolf trying to lap from a puddle. The flying creature is born from magical experiments, has a hunter's arrow through its jaw, making drinking difficult. Its ribs are visible beneath its mangy fur. Leave the beast alone, there's nothing you can do for it. Put it out of its misery. Winged wolves are the scourge of this livestock. And try to remove the arrow, even if winged wolves don't deserve to suffer like this. Okay. Well, I'm guessing that the third one, you probably have to have a good charisma. It doesn't tell me if there's stats involved in this, but you would assume so. As a warrior, I mean, we've not got any sort of alignment system, so this is where we have to sort of RPG the character. I'm going to put it out of its misery, and we found local farmer is happy to hear the beast has been the local farmer is happy to hear the beast that has been bothering him is dead. Hands you a dusty bottle from his shelf. Okay, it is a restore body potion, and journey on. Okay, so it wasn't a negative. Oi, you want some gear? This is the merchant. So what can we get? We've got what's this? This is a evasive cloak, swirls and twirls, making you hard to hurt. Armor rating plus 12. Armor rating body. Let's have a look at my character. We've already got some on the body, so that's plate mail. So I don't think we need that, but it would be nice to have a shiny, polished helmet. This is a spotless helmet, although the image doesn't look like that. I think we're going to pick that up. Same as... apparently is this the first time I've bought something? It doesn't feel like it. Although... don't know if achievements were in last time I played. Anyway, padded trousers. Better than striding into battle naked. I mean, yeah, we are a short guy, but sadly nothing available. You've got like restore potions, spare bomb. I mean, we'll have a spare bomb. Yeah, slows enemies in an instant. Or spore bomb. You know what? I prefer spare bomb. Why is reading hard? Right, okay, we're going to reduce that down, and we've got Call of the Quiet Desert. Leave the sealed message for each tribal leader in a neutral trading post. Soon after leaving, you hear a disturbing growl behind you. We've got ticks, we've got ghost acolytes again, thralls, a corrupted wanderer, and a lava scuttler. Launches scorching plasma from its tail. Sounds painful. Fight. Okay, special rules. Desert heat, spell cooldown, take 20% longer. Okay, we are, after all, not a caster by nature. But what will happen now is we will get this this like actual effect here. So we're actually seeing like an effect on the board. Let's just continue matching and going on. All right, so we need to probably get some maybe D8 in play. I'm going to call in the Barbarian just to give us... There's a double match there. But the Barbarian just to give us a bit of a hand for now. And we go for the what's that, D12s. Not seeing a match at this stage, so what we'll do is we will pause it and take our time. There's a D20 match. There we go. And then we probably want to go for the D12. And, I think our helper outerer, which is his now full name, they have been taken out. Range weapons here. Good couple of hits, that's alright. Let's get a 4 match there and continue on with some of these. And that was actually a really good match there. Let's go with that one and that one. I should have done the match of 4, which is a shame. But, you know what, we'll be alright. Continue on here, get them matching in. I'm going to call in the Marauder again. I do like to use mercenaries in the game. I don't know why. I'm hoping that there is, like, if you play a class that is maybe very charismatic. Yeah, I was going to say charismatic, there you go. Mercenary and shop prices reduction, but I can't tell you because there's a portal to the other world that's bringing in all kinds of nonsense, so I can't actually read my stat line. Anyway, continue on with the matching here. That is the name of the game. Good match. It was a bit of a random one though. Oh, we got loads of stuff down the bottom. Let's go in early with the lance. And there it goes. Scuttler. We've got a short bow and another short bow and the howling wind over there. and broadsword, and maybe broadsword again. You can see they're hitting our intelligence, so the character is literally getting dumber as we play. Yeah, anyway, continuing on here, good couple of 4 matches there, and that's obviously going to do some healing there, which is pretty good. Can we get a 4 match? No, we get a double, and feels like we're close to maybe, yeah, I think I'm more Marauder, more better at this stage. I've got actually a decent wealth of dice, I think. Let's finish that off, and that one, and there we go. Okay, I'm going to have to really start to crack on here because we're matching, but we're not killing. And we need to obviously take out anything that's coming towards us. I think that is about it. Oh no, there's one from this last portal. And there we go. It is now final wave to the next bit. And maybe match up that and that one. Yeah, there we go. That was good. Nice board roll, and maybe this one, and we can get a D20 match, another D10 match, D8 match, 12, and oh, it's all kinds of kicking off. Right, so Marauders coming in. Wind, we're going to call in wind, we're going to call in wind, we're going to do a big bow there, and basically at this stage I am just spamming all of the spells. They are hitting our health a lot, although I think it feels like we are pretty much there now. And last one over here, and job done. But I think I've lost a pair of trousers, I think. But we've got some decent dice bonuses there, and extra diamond, which is like unlocks. So you make it out of the desert and don't look back. Never did like the heat. Indeed. Right, okay, so we can get gold, we can get a sewer mage, which is interesting. We've got Fierce Blaze, which is another D10. We've got, oh, a worn hammer. A worn warhammer, technically. Massive potential, but can also swing very little. Damage is 1d20. Radius quite small, but 1d20 in terms of its dice cost. We haven't got a 1d20 weapon. We will pick that one up. Okay, and that's a monster. Though rarely seen. They exist everywhere on the calendar. This is... was it Nagas, I think? Yeah, many variations. Some are aggressive, some are benign. Just your luck to stumble on one now. What do you do? What do you do with the Nagas? I mean, is that like a snake mixed with well, hair? That's from the 80s, I think. Anyway, raise the hands in a manner reassuring your peaceful intentions. Attack first or rapidly escape. I'm going to rapidly escape. So I evade it, and yes, we run. We run into this. Oi! What does the merchant want now? Oh, okay, that's the Sarlacc pit, essentially. It's a canyon overgrown with blackened thorns. So we do still have decent... we've got some... I was going to say decent leggings. We've got some leggings. Oh, we got some better ones here. Armor rating 15. And, yeah, we're going to purchase that and we'll replace the others. What about a Dapper Cap? The Dapper Cap is fine and dandy. Armor rating 7. And, yep, it's not as good as what we have. Armor rating 12 on the current evasive cloak. But don't think we need that. We're going to pick up a Firebomb and... probably Inferno Fuse. Oh no, no free slots. I guess I'm going to cancel that. Right, okay, so let's do another fight here. Probably the last one of the video because we're getting on here now. And there is essentially a couple more fights to go and then we do a bit of a boss fight. But you're sort of probably picking up by now what the game's putting down. Let's just do some good matches here. Oh, hang on, wait, there's a good match. Perfect match, in fact. And, oh, there's another one as well. Great, we're doing really well with all of these matches. We've got one here. I'm going to call in the Marauder, just like say to give us a hand. That's like the sort of safety net, essentially. You sort of call them in and let them do their work while you're sort of building up all before. So then if you really want to, you can just go bang, Warhammer. Although we've got some, sadly, some ranged guys here. And they are hitting our body armor. In fact, I think the body armor might be gone now. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just match up those and get some good matches there. Excellent match on that one. It was pretty good. Let's go with Squire's Lance and maybe range weapon. Yeah, that's fine. Deterrent in 5 minutes time, it says. Let's go with Howling Wind, and I'm going to bring another Marauder in to deal with the bottom left. Let's go with the Warhammer. Bang! I like this a big screen shake, you know, with the Warhammer. It's pretty good. Let's go with maybe get the Acid Tick, which seems to have an area effect type of thing going on. Oh yeah, that's my armor gone in the middle, so my armor class has dropped by some amount of. I'm gonna have to bring in another Marauder here. It's getting a bit spicy at this stage. I'm gonna try and deal with the big guy there. We've got a Thrall over there, and then another one. And I think that is... Oh no, we still got one. There we go, that's dealt with. Right, a bit of a reprieve now, where we're going to spend a bit of time just to get these matches in. So we've got some What do we need, basically? Well, I think my main focus is going to be on... well, I'd like D8, but there's almost none on the field, and where they are is sort of, well... not really in the best position. Let's bring in a Barbarian Marauder and some sort of Howling Wind. You can see they're actually physically attacking my weapons at the bottom there. Although the main one is the health that's going down. Let's go for the Warhammer. Good hit. Short bow, just to give them that debuff. And there we go. And get off the weapons. Maybe Lance and then the Warhammer, which should get most of them, which I think it has, which is good. We get the D20 match in there, and that's a big guy. And then let's just maybe get some debuffs. Another Marauder coming in, calling in the Howling Wind because it's 1d4. Doesn't really cause much damage though, but you can see they're attacking all of my weapons at the bottom, and that's not good for me, because if we lose those, then we basically don't have any options to fight with. Although we've still got a decent amount of money, but I've already lost the sword. Let's go for another Warhammer hit there. Yeah, I've already lost the sword, which is a bit of a shame. Not much we can really do about that, though. So let's get a 5 match in there. Get some buffs in. Maybe some D6s. And I really like some more D8s. Although we're starting to lose some of those weapons anyway, so it's not as imperative as before. Let's just call in a friend to help us out. Let's just also do some range attacks here. There's some clerics that are hammering us on the corner there, and maybe, yeah, bang. Okay, so stage complete. That was a bit spicier than I would have liked, but no matter. So stage completed. We've gained some, deliver the crucial message to, Coroner Ducketh, and not wanting to spend any second in the Crow's Claw. No, definitely not. You're on your way again, and continue. So I think I am going to go for... We've got a D4 dagger, we've got a spell which is D10. I'm going to go with another mercenary. I think that would be worth it. We can increase Dex, which is weapon cooldown, Con, which is going to be experience, HP. I think we're going to go with Con, just to sort of tank that up. Anyway, we've got an encounter. Last place you expect to find a rare heat sprite. Seems to be in distress, convulsing with energy. Looks like it's going to blow. Throw spare clothing over it to blunt the heat. Shoot it behind some rocks where it will do less harm and run. I'm going to throw clothing and -1 con but +1 charisma. Okay, well that's not really great for us, but it matters not. Anyway, we're on the ocean waves here, which apparently we're going to fight. What is that? That is a Harlequin Serpent. Yeah, okay. That's and a Merfolk Hunter. Yeah. We've also got some spiked gloves. Oh, that might be better than what we currently have. Actually, no. Armor rating's only 5%. But does it have any other abilities? Like, enough movement to pickpocket? Alright, so we probably don't want that. The Dark Steel Helm is better than what we've got, so we'll replace that, increase the armor rating. And Protective Amulet, which is well-worn charm with magical protection. Okay. And I realised I haven't really used any of these, like, potions as well. You've got different items, like fire bombs and the Barbarian's Brew, extra damage, etc., but we haven't really bothered with that one. And, yeah, anyway, I'm going to go back to main menu, and we're going to call it there for now. That's been a little bit of crossover roll for initiative. It is very curious, to say the least. It's got a lot of different elements in there. As I said, you've got match 3, tower defense, RPG mechanics, adventuring stuff. It blends quite well. The one thing that, as I keep playing, I just think, why is it not turn-based? Why do you not get a number of matches and then the action begins? Obviously, that's not obviously their vision for the game, so fair enough. But the fact that you can pause it and just it just plays like a turn-based thing. And considering that, you know, you've got in RPG systems, or the majority of them, you've got an initiative system, which is more, again, it's turn-based, I go, you go, whatever. Just feels like that's a route that, you know, maybe something to ponder on. But if you like what you see, then by all means check the link out in the description. There is co-op scenarios, endless games, dice defense in campaigns. As I said, there was a sci-fi one there, and each one there's different chapters. So I think there's a lot here to experience, and I'm liking the B-17 Flying Fortress callback for the micropause thing. But anyway, if you like what you see, as I said, links in the description, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.